All right, beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome to another morning stream. We're here. We've got the holly jolly Christmas music going in the background. I don't know why I don't play music during the hangout portion of the stream, like before we start the stream. I'm gonna start doing that though. I'm gonna start doing that. Let me know if it's too loud, too low. I'll make adjustments. But anyway. Good morning and welcome to another morning stream. Our morning streams have been nothing short of amazing here recently, so I thought why not? We'll do another one. We'll do another one. They've been so good. Why not? We got Ghost first in chat today. What's up, Ghost? We got Sanchez. We got Tony. What is up, everybody? We got Jen. I'm just going to abbreviate your name there so I don't say it wrong. Hey, Wonder Bro and chat. What's up? Hope you're having a good day. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. The holidays are quickly approaching, so happy holidays, everyone. And, yeah, we're going to do what we normally do here, which is give it a few minutes, let some people get in here, and we'll go ahead and get this one started. Tony, how are you doing? Christmas music. Yes, Sanchez. When do you put up your awesome, amazing Star Wars-themed Christmas tree? Because I can't wait to see it again. Kate, hello, Kate, yawning. Yes, it's early. We're here. Carly, what's up, Carly? No name, what's up? Welcome everybody. Welcome. My computer in the right hand corner here says that temperatures are going to plummet. So that's great news. That's awesome news. Let's see. How cold is it going to be today? Let's pull this up real quick. Right now it is 48. So not very cold, but it says low temps. Temps are going to plummet tomorrow. Okay, nice. Well, not looking forward to that, but that's okay. Oh God, this notification made my heart jump. It was all quiet and I was chilling, then bling. Welcome, Rude Awakening. Hello, Mint. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thanksgiving Day, so you've already put it up. It's already up. It's ready to go. Sanchez. Jennifer the Wolf, what's up, guys? Hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to the morning stream. Come one, come all. We're going to have a great morning stream today. Wow, another morning stream. Nice. What is up, Pandemonium? Yeah, I was just saying that the morning streams have been absolutely fantastic here recently. So I figured, why not? We'll do another one. We'll do another one. As long as it keeps going this well, you know, we'll keep streaming at this time. Everybody seems to enjoy it, so why not? All right, guys. Quite a few people already in here. Today we're going to be talking about the more intense your anxiety is, the better chance you have. What do I mean by that? Ooh, that's mysterious. Let's talk about it. We've already got a handful of people in chat, so no need to wait around. Eclipse, what's up, dude? Yo, Mr. Eclipse 94. How you doing, dude? So thanks for scaring me. Practice opportunity meant embrace the fear. All right, guys. Let me check one thing, and then we'll go ahead and get this one started. We've got more than enough people in here. Maddie, what, I come in and you're not? Yes, hello. You are here at the beginning of the stream. You are here at the beginning of the stream. Hello. Good to catch a live stream during work. What is up, mentality? Welcome. Embrace that fear, mints. All right, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the more intense your anxiety is, the better chance you have. Let's go ahead and get rid of this music. We don't want to have to be talking over that the whole time. So, big deep breath. Let's get into the point of this morning stream. The more intense your anxiety is, the better chance you have. What do I mean by that? So I think it was yesterday's stream. I don't know. It was one of our more recent streams. It got me on this topic. It made me think a little bit because at some point during that stream, one of those streams, we talked about how people tend to tap out, right, with acceptance. They cave, you could say, and they go for the coping methods. They go for the compulsions. They go for the quick relief. They go for the exit. They go for the avoidance. They stop doing their positive behaviors, aka living, and they just kind of shrink up. They just kind of curl up, and they don't do all the things that they could be doing. And we talked about how people normally get to that point. They normally get to that tap out point when the anxiety hits a certain level of intensity, right? So it would be more than beneficial to everybody watching this stream this morning, if you listen up and hear what I'm about to say about intense anxiety, right? Intense anxiety, strong anxiety. So if you are guilty of that, and believe me, I was very much guilty of that in the past, if you are guilty of quote unquote tapping out when the anxiety gets very intense, that's because you still have a false belief about your anxiety, right? Hear me out. You still have a very, very false belief about your anxiety. And that false belief is this: oh my goodness, this is not going to come down. This is not going to settle. This is getting even more intense. This is a bad thing. This shouldn't be happening. You are basically telling your brain, this shouldn't be happening. So this is currently how a lot of you are viewing intense moments of anxiety. Whatever it is that you tell yourself in a negative way, it usually boils down to this shouldn't be happening. And that is not the message we want to send to the brain. That is not the message that you want to be sending to yourself. How can we expect you to not tap out and go for the coping methods or the compulsions or the negative behavior or the fearful thinking? How can we expect you to not do those negative things if your belief about intense anxiety is that it shouldn't be happening and that it's not going to come down, it's not going to go away, and it's a bad thing overall, right? If your general belief of intense anxiety is that it's equals something bad, then of course we can't expect you to hang in there and really put in that acceptance when it matters the most, right? Dr. Claire Weeks, do not withdraw at the peak of suffering. So she's referring to this as well. Now, what do I mean by the better chance you have? The more intense your anxiety is, the better chance you have. What I mean by that, okay, and this is bringing me to my point. This is how I want you to start viewing an intense anxiety instead of all of the negativity and the second fear and the fearful beliefs. This is what I want you to practice doing, right? I want you to start to practice this mindset of, okay, the more intense the anxiety is, the better chance I have at sending a new message to my brain. Let that sink in for a second, okay? I'm going to say it again, the more intense the anxiety is, the better chance I have of retraining my brain. We're going to put it a few different ways. The more intense the anxiety is, the better chance I have of showing my brain the truth, right? A lot of people tapping out when it gets quote unquote too intense. And it's because of their beliefs about the intensity. Oh, this won't come down. This is horrible. This is a bad thing. This shouldn't be happening. Understand that anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on, you guys. That means if your anxiety is through the roof, right? I'm talking near panic. I'm talking panic. You guys know what moments I'm referring to, right? Like if you're sensitized, there's always going to be that general underlying feeling of anxiety and fear, right? More or less, it comes and goes, or maybe it's more steady. Whatever, but you guys know the more intense moments that I'm talking about. You've lived it, I'm sure, right? Show of hands in chat. How many people know the more intense moments of anxiety that I'm referring to, right? So the more intense that anxiety is, it brings us back to our common saying that we say here all the time: anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on. If you are with those intense moments, and instead of going the very negative path, which might still pop up because it's habit, right? But if you work on that and you start to view it as, wait a minute, Wonder Bro said the more intense this is, the better chance I have at showing my brain the truth. I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to view this as an opportunity as opposed to something horrible, right? If this becomes your practice belief, if this becomes your practice perspective and attitude, imagine where you can go on your journey. Imagine what you can do with your recovery. So a lot of people out there, they love the idea of acceptance, but when it gets really intense, it's back to the false beliefs of, oh my God, this is too intense, this is too much, it's not going to fade, it's not going to go away, there's going to be something drastic that happens as a result. A lot of people, when it gets very intense, that's their mindset. That must change, right? Listen to what I'm saying. That must change. You got to think back to this stream the next time you have intense anxiety, and you got to remind yourself, wait a minute, hold on. Technically, I can go the route of viewing this as a bad thing. I can tell my brain this shouldn't be happening. My brain's not going to like that, but technically I can do that. Or I can mix it up, and I can remember what Wonder Bro said. Wait a minute, the more intense it is, the more it's learning. The more intense it is, the more work I can do. The more intense it is, the better chance I have of proving to my brain that this tiger does not exist, right? Imagine what would happen if you try to practice that mentality. Now, some people will watch this stream and they'll think, wow, I just can't do that. I can't practice that mentality. You absolutely can practice it. I don't expect you to believe it right away. I don't expect you to nail it right away. But the next time you experience intense anxiety, if you start to try to tell yourself things like, wait a minute, this is an opportunity. Anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. If I get up and I, just keep living right now, like this just hit me and it's very intense. But if I continue with what I'm doing, if I continue my productive day, if I continue my positive behaviors, aka living, getting things done, if I just continue right on through this instead of running to the bedroom or running to the chair, running to the couch, or putting off my plans, putting off my productive day, if I don't put anything off, and I just treat this as an opportunity rather than something that should not be happening, I have a chance, a better chance, just like the title of this stream says, I have a better chance of scoring some bonus points. And isn't that what you want to do? You want to score bonus points. You want to retrain. You want to rewire your brain. That's why you're all in my chat right now, right? Because you're here because you feel like you need to do some work. You're here because you feel like you need to retrain your brain. Well, guess what? If you start viewing those intense days or moments or whatever it may be, hours, moments, minutes, seconds, days, if you start viewing those intense moments of anxiety in a better way, in a new light, which is, okay, this is my opportunity. If I put in the work right now while it's intense, which means I just keep on living, I don't put my plans off, I just have a productive day, smile more, whatever it is I do, and I'm just telling myself it is what it is. I'm just letting these thoughts and feelings hang out, right? If I put in the work now, I've got a better chance of continuing to retrain my brain. That's a much better way to look at these intense moments of anxiety, right? As opposed to viewing them as something that shouldn't be happening. Because again, there's an important point that you guys, really need to understand here. Anytime you send your message and, you send your message to the brain, and that message consists of something that boils down to this shouldn't be happening, right? You're going to upset the brain. So you don't want to tell yourself things like, oh, this is too intense. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to go down those rabbit holes. The rabbit holes might pop up, but you don't want to follow. You want to practice your new accepting inner voice. You want to tell yourself things like, hey, the more intense it is, let's go. Turn it into a competitive spirit, right? If you must, turn it into a competitive spirit. This is my chance to retrain the brain. This is an opportunity. I don't feel good today. I really don't feel good today, right? Let's say you wake up and that's your first thought, man, this is intense, right? I want you to follow that with the competitive spirit of, wow, this is an opportunity. I have such a good chance at scoring points today. I have such a good chance at rewiring my brain today. I have such a good chance to knock this out of the park today, because what happens is people feel intense anxiety and they shut down. I'll do the positive behaviors later. I'll do the chores later. I'll do all the things I want to do later. I'll do all the things I need to do later, right? But the mindset you need to get away from that, right? Basically, simply put, you need to get away from that. The mindset needs to be practice of, wait a minute, this is an opportunity. The more intense my anxiety is, the better, right? So imagine what would happen for you and your progress during this recovery and your journey. Imagine what would happen if you really started to practice the accepting attitude of, hey, you know what? If it's more intense, that's better for me. That's better for me because I know anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. I know I have direct access to those fear pathways when I feel intense, okay? And putting that simply, that means you have more direct access to retrain your brain and to show it the truth that the danger does not exist, right? When you feel like crap, okay? Just to put it bluntly, when you feel like crap, chat, that is when your chance of retraining the brain just become even higher. They become even higher, right? Anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. If you've been here for a while, you're probably sick to your stomach hearing that because I say that so often, but it's so true, okay? So many people are willing to practice an accepting inner voice and just positive behaviors, living life, right? So many people are willing to do that when it's not intense. But the moment it becomes intense, not so much, right? And somebody, does this work for general sensitization as well? Of course. We're not just here talking about intense anxiety, right? Right? And maybe you're joining us late, but earlier I said maybe you've got a general feeling of fear that's there most of the time, right? Of course. Of course. But what I'm sort of focused on in this stream, right, is that sometimes that's worse than other times, right? Some days you've got more motivation. Some days you're willing to do the work because it's not as intense. And then sometimes it becomes even more intense. But we want you to stick to the practice even when it does become more intense, right? So that's really the point of this stream, that yes, like we said earlier, you might have those sensitized nerves and have that general feeling of fear and anxiety that's pretty much there all the time, or on and off, or whatever. And of course you should be using the advice. But the main point of this stream is on those days where that's turned up 10 times the amount, right? If you're having a day like that, then you really got to change your perspective towards that. Right? So that's the point. The advice applies no matter what your level of anxiety is. Anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on, right? The advice applies no matter what your level of intensity is. But if it becomes even more intense, right, which is the point of this stream, if it becomes even more intense on certain days or certain moments or certain situations, right? We could break it down all day long, but just the general idea that I want you to get is, when it becomes more intense, no matter what made it more intense, maybe it was random, maybe it was something specific, but when it becomes even more intense, then that's even better of an opportunity, right? That's even more of an opportunity, and you should absolutely just keep going with the advice. So, a lot of people, like I said, willing to practice the advice if it's manageable, right? Willing to practice the advice if it feels all right. Willing to practice the advice if maybe you feel like crap and you're still willing to practice the advice. I'm willing to practice the advice. I don't feel well, right? But it's when it gets hot, when it gets really intense, maybe you feel worse one day than another day, then you must keep going. That's when your brain's learning. Your brain is always learning when that anxiety is turned on. But when it gets really intense, even better, right? Even better. That's when you need to be practicing the advice. So, like I said, today's stream is really just me kind of pointing out that I do see a lot of people willing to give acceptance a go until it comes to intensity, until it comes to something strong, until it comes to those moments where it's really strong. And a lot of people are sort of on board with acceptance as long as that general anxiety is not too rough, right? But then halfway through the day, maybe it gets a little bit more rough, or it gets a little bit more intense, or maybe something specific sets it off and makes it even more intense, and then a lot of people tend to tap, right? So the point of today's stream is just to get people to understand that no matter how intense it may get, right, no matter the cause, no matter how intense it may get, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. If you're viewing intense moments of anxiety as a bad thing, that's not the message that we want to be sending to the brain, and that's not what's going to get you there, right? But if you're viewing intense moments of anxiety, or just anxiety in general, right, in a new way, because this can apply to even the less intense of moments, if you're viewing anxiety as an opportunity, if you are remembering that anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on, instead of just coming on the streams and hearing me say that, and then you don't even think about it anymore. Oh yeah, this is a good stream. Stream goes off, man. You don't even think about that anymore, right? We need you to think about that. We want you to think about that. When anxiety's there, we want you to remember, wait a minute, anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. Okay, and even if it gets more intense, which is the point of this stream, even if it gets more intense at times, okay, that's great. Even better opportunity, and even better chance. That's perfect, right? We want you to practice this attitude of willingness. We want you to practice this mind shift change. We want you to practice this attitude change towards your anxiety symptoms, right? Whether that be a thought, your thoughts, or your physical symptoms. We want you to view them as opportunities, okay? And especially when it's intense, right? But whether it's a low-level feeling of anxiety, whether it's an intense feeling of anxiety, or maybe you're just minding your business and the anxiety seems to be growing. Okay, I want you to remember these words. Wait a minute, this is a good thing. This is an opportunity. This is a chance for me to retrain my brain, right? This is the attitude shift that we're trying to get people into. And you can't get there by just mumbling these words to yourself sometimes. No, you need to practice it on a daily basis, right? A thought comes in and you're like, well, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to let it hang out. My brain is learning. A feeling comes on. Okay, anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. Just carrying on with my day. We want you to practice this competitive spirit of, okay, I know my brain's learning when it's turned on. I know my brain's learning when I feel bad, right? Maybe not even the intense stuff, just kind of the general stuff. I know my brain's learning when I feel bad. We want that to become your main attitude so that you're willing to continue on, that you're willing to continue forward, you're willing to put in the work. Some people will play victim, and they'll say, well, I just can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. Practice. We don't expect you to believe that new inner voice. Right away. We don't expect you to get into the perfect accepting inner voice right away. We don't expect perfect ever, really. You're a human being. You're going to make mistakes at the time. But you do have to practice. Whether you think you can do it or not, you got to practice. Whether you believe in yourself or not, you got to practice. All of these things, irrelevant. Your comfort, irrelevant. We need you to practice trying to view this anxiety in a new light. Notice I said trying, because again, you're not going to be perfect, but we need you to at least, kind of chew on these new ideas. We want you to at least kind of consider everything that we're saying and try to put it into your daily practice with what you tell yourself, even if you're not perfect, even if you don't fully believe it. We just want practice. It's the only way there. It's the only way there. Whether you want to, I can't do it, and I can't do this, and I can't, and I can't, and I can't. Okay, well, we can talk about how you can't all day long, but why don't we talk about something productive that makes a difference? Why don't we talk about how, like Derek, for example, says, I feel like I can't recover because I worry about how I feel. Okay, are you practicing? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Are you at least making an attempt to consider the things that we say? Are you at least making an attempt to change what you tell yourself about anxiety in the heat of the moment? Are you at least making an attempt to change your perspective? This all means the same thing, right? I'm just putting it many different ways. Are you at least making an attempt to remind yourself when it gets hot, wait a minute, this is an opportunity, let's do this, and then you're getting up, you're living, you're doing positive behaviors, you're not expecting instant results, right? You're not looking for instant results. You know that that'll come in time. You're just embracing the way that you feel in the moment, and you're putting in work, right? Are you practicing all of the above? Or, like I said, that was just a million different ways for me to word it, but are you practicing? Because that's all we're concerned about, right? That's all we're concerned about. We're not concerned about, I don't think I can do it because of A, B, and C. We're not concerned about, I'm the victim of this thing. We're not concerned about any of that because none of that gets you to where you want to be. All we're concerned about is, are you at least practicing? Are you at least trying to see this as an opportunity rather than a bad thing, right? Are you at least putting in any sort of work whatsoever? That's the big question. And I know, Derek says, I just want it gone. Well, we're not going to get there like that, right? Believe me, I understand that healing is your end goal. Like, I totally get that. That's why you're here. But during the moment, if you keep telling your brain, I want it gone, I want it gone, I want it gone, you're just telling your brain, hey, I need more anxiety because something's wrong. There's a danger here. And you're just working yourself up even more, right? Can't you notice that? I'm sure you've noticed that. I'm sure you have noticed that in your experience. The more you get worked up over what you're experiencing, the more you tell the brain there's a problem here, and the more the brain says, okay, let me try to protect you with some more anxiety, because that's all it knows. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's not you versus a monster. It's you versus what you tell yourself. That's it. You're in control. In a roundabout way, you are in control because what you tell yourself is going to lead to what message you send to the brain, right? So in a roundabout way, you are in control. But this is not you versus a monster called anxiety. The more you sit around and, I don't want it here, I don't want it, the more you tell the brain there's a problem. So it's not you versus a monster. It's you versus what you tell yourself. And that's why we try to get you guys to change your perspective. These streams are basically here to get you to change your perspective, aka that accepting inner voice. that accepting inner voice, and to get you to carry on living those positive behaviors. That is our two main keys, the accepting inner voice, carry on living, right? That's what these streams are here for. But the more you view anxiety as some monster, right, as something you don't want to experience, oh, I want it gone, I want it gone. No, I understand you want to heal, and I'm not taking that from you, right? I'm not taking that from you at all. I'll never take that from you. But do you get what I'm trying to say? Instead of trying to tell yourself so often, oh, I don't want to feel it, I just want it gone. Instead, try to remind yourself, wait a minute, I'm going to allow this release to happen. Try to get to the attitude of whatever's here is passing. I'm going to allow it to pass. I'm going to allow the release to happen. I'm not going to view it in a negative light. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to work on my attitude. I'm going to work on... That's up to you. Nothing's stopping you, right? You are totally in control here. In a weird, indirect way, you are totally in control here. So I want you to take the pressure off your shoulders and remind yourself, this is not you versus anxiety. This is you versus your own bad habits of the way that you view this thing, of what you tell yourself about this thing, and the way that you conduct yourself. Right? So do you get what I'm saying, Derek? I'm definitely not trying to take away your desire to recover. I understand that you want to recover, but in the heat of the moment, you get there, you get to recovery by no longer stressing the brain out, by having a new accepting inner voice and continuing on living your life, right? The two main keys, the cognitive behavior, the cognitive accepting inner voice, that's the cognitive work, and the behavioral work, which is continuing on living. These two things send a new message to the brain. So I get that you want to recover, but you don't get there through telling yourself, fearful things like, I just want it gone, right? So that's a good comment. I'm glad you made that comment, and hopefully you can kind of see where I'm coming from here. It's up to you what kind of perspective and attitude you want to practice, and hopefully you start to practice the right one of acceptance, right? That way you can stop telling the brain that there's a problem when there's not a problem. Okay, and of course, our second main key, continue on living. So anyway, just to kind of rope us back in here to the point of the stream, the more intense, the better. And basically what we're meaning by that is anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on. And if you start to view it that way, you'll have a better chance of moving forward in your recovery and starting to view this thing the right way, a productive way, right? I love you guys so much. I feel like we made a lot of good points in this stream. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. We're going to get our music rolling again. Just jump right back into it. Thank you guys so much for watching the point of today's stream. Like I said, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and we're going to hang out with Chad a little bit, see what Chad is up to, and if we've got any questions, we're going to do our best to answer those. So let me do a little bit of scrolling here, guys, for a second, and see if we did get any questions during our little rant there. Who do we still got with us? Let's do a quick roll call. Who do we still have with us in chat? Show of hands. What we've got to do is the opposite of what we feel we need to do. Exactly. So yesterday's stream called Do the Opposite, right? Don't use the coping methods. Don't use the compulsions. Do the opposite of what anxiety wants you to do. Anxiety wants you to fight with those thoughts. Don't fight with those thoughts mentally. Anxiety wants you to run to the bed. Don't run to the bed, right? Just do the opposite. Whatever the situation calls for, do the opposite of what anxiety wants you to do. Show the brain that you are not going to take its anxiety advice any longer, because for so long you've been taking its advice. All the physical coping methods and compulsions, you've been taking its advice. All the fighting with every thought, you've been taking its advice. You're going to stop taking anxiety's advice starting today, I hope, right? Starting today, I hope. Listening at work, good stream. Thank you, Winning. Appreciate it. I think I'm falling short of the mental work, and that's okay, Derek. Like I said, dude, I don't blame you at all for wanting it gone. I get that. I understand you're here because you want to heal, you want to recover. Like, I get that, right? That's understandable. But I'm just saying, the way that you get to healing is not by wishing it gone in the moment, because that just tells the brain, oh man, something's wrong, right? And then you get a little bit more stressed and a little bit more stressed. So I want you to practice, Derek, not telling the brain, oh, I want it gone. I want you to practice telling yourself, you know what, this is a release. If I'm feeling it, I'm healing it, right? As long as I've got that accepting attitude, if I'm feeling it, I'm healing it. As long as I'm not gassing the fire mentally by telling myself things like, oh, I want it gone, then I am healing it. Right? So feeling it is healing it, as long as you're feeling it with the accepting inner voice, right? So I want you to kind of practice that accepting inner voice. The choice is yours, Derek, but everybody here can relate to you. Everybody here can relate to you. Everybody here has been through what you're going through. And we're just here to tell you that practice that new attitude. Practice that new attitude of acceptance. You'll make it a lot easier on yourself, dude. A lot easier on yourself. All right, let's see here. We still got Maddie in here. We got Mint in here. Sanchez, my boy. Fractual. I like how you put the advice. It gives us no out, but accept it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, dude. You already know. I try to put it as simply as possible. My mic sounds like it's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn that down. Let's see. We still got Jen. What's up, Jennifer? How you doing? What's up, Jen? I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I felt spaced out and headache all day, but I went for a walk and did the house chores and resisted the urge. I love it, dude. I love it. Just embrace, accept, and do what you want to do, not what anxiety wants you to do. Fuck that anxiety, right? Do what you want to do, man. You got to start living for you, not for your anxiety. Stop taking your anxiety's advice. Whether that's a physical coping method or compulsion, whether that's a mental fighting with a thought, stop doing what anxiety wants you to do. Anxiety wants you to fight with the thought. Anxiety wants you to do physical compulsions and avoidance and fight, flight, freeze, whatever. Start doing the opposite of all that crap. Yesterday's stream, we talked about that. If you missed it, I recommend you go check it out. It was a good stream. Your chat is frozen. Yeah, it's like lagging. It's like lagging. Every now and then it updates, but it does freeze a lot. I'm not sure why. What's up, Martin? Been catching up on your Dr. Weeks. I love it, dude. I have to go now, but we'll rewatch. Bye, everyone. Take it easy mentality. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Let me try to do a quick refresh on the chat box and see if that fixes it. I don't know. It has been lagging like crazy recently, though. That's what Sanchez has always recommended. F it. Just straight F it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, have a good day at work, Winning. I believe that's where you said you were. Don't work too hard, dude. Hit me hard is knowing personally that acceptance works. I've gone 8 months since my last setback, and this current one hit me like a truck. So basically, and I wish I could grab the link. I'm not sure if I could find it because it's a really old video. I did a video on how panic, I think it was panic or just strong anxiety, came out of nowhere for me after a while. And like I said, this was years ago. I don't even know what you type in to find it. But what we talked about in that video, from what I can remember, was how, when these things, if these things do pop up, like if you've got a lot of life stress going on and you're feeling some feelings of anxiety and it's been a while for you since you felt that, you have a choice whether you turn that into a big ordeal or not. And if you do mess up and turn it into a big ordeal, whatever, it's time to get right back on track, right? It's time to get right back on board. So you do have a choice in those moments. Turn this into a big ordeal or see it for what it is, and then it'll just be like a bug bite, right? So if you do screw up a little bit, no big deal. You turn it into a big deal. Now you worked yourself up a little bit. That's fine, because just like the beginning of your message says, like, this stuff works. It's time to just get right back to it, dude. Yeah, all very common symptoms of anxiety, no name. At the gym now, better than sitting on my ass. I love it, DC. I love it. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with it, Maddie. I don't know why it's lagging behind like that. I've only got two options when it comes to the chat box, which is remove it like that and turn it back on. That's really the only options I got. I don't know, maybe that'll fix it. Hey, you're heading there, Fractual, but you got to put in the work, right? DC, put in the work. You got to put in the work. Everybody's got to put in the work. What you guys are doing, man. You guys are doing. You just got to stay on track with it. Stay on board with it. But you're heading there. Don't you worry. You're heading there. I like to remind myself that I may have screwed up 5 minutes ago, but I can turn it around right now. It's always a new moment, right, Jennifer? Always a new moment. Always a new chance to do the right thing. Never too late to turn it around. Never too late to turn it around. I love it. Bum, bum, bum. Is it normal to feel like you're stuck this way? That's like the number one go-to let me freak myself out fear, right? I think everybody in this chat, myself included in the past, I think that's like the most common number one go-to fear. Oh, you know, it's never gonna blah, 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 and then you go down that rabbit hole. So I'm gonna say yes, dude. Everybody who's ever dealt with this thing has pondered that at some point or another. But guess what? That's just another thought that you are pondering that is stressing yourself out. That is you doing it to you, right? That's you continuing to stress the already tired nerves out. So I want you to understand how common it is to think like that, but I want you to also understand that you can try to adjust that perspective. You can try to adjust that inner voice, right? You can try to adjust that inner voice, and you should be practicing adjusting that inner voice. And I don't mean to fight with your thoughts and feelings. I just mean to tell yourself new things about them. Right? Oh, you got a sticky thought right now? That's fine. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to add fuel to that, right? You got a feeling? Okay, let this happen, right? My brain's learning. You know, if you're going about acceptance in the right way, great. And the right way, what is the right way? To tell yourself accepting things about your thoughts and feelings and just let these waves ride out instead of going down these rabbit holes, which again, worry, you know, when you do that worry, you just stress those nerves out further. Just wanted to let you know that Minecraft sucks. Minecraft is the best game ever, Maddie. It is the best game ever made, okay? You're just not doing it right. You're just not doing it right, Maddie. That's all it is. Luis, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fantastic. Maddie, I need to get you on my Minecraft world. I'll teach you a thing or two about Minecraft. You like the Christmas music, Mint? It's that time of year. It's that time of year. Boo, 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 boo. But that's okay, Maddie, because I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you. We'll show Maddie the way of Minecraft. The ways of Minecraft. Come on, Maddie. I love all the Christmas emojis. It's awesome. You guys are putting me into the holiday spirit. A walkthrough video uploaded for Mint. That would be a cool idea. You mean like a video of our server? Or are you referring to like trying to help her out with the whole Microsoft issue she's having? Hope you're having a great time during these holidays, Wonder Bro. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that, dude. Welcome to the stream. Takes time and practice. I tell myself as long as it takes, even if I don't believe it. LOL. Yes, yes, sir. Just keep going because it's true. Time heals all. The fear of forever hits hard, but it's BS. It's absolute BS. Right? It's up to you if you entertain that or not, or decide to work on your own perspective, your own accepting attitude. Video of our server. Nice. Doing well. Thanks. Just finished my Christmas shopping. Excited for the festive season. I love it. I love it. I love it. Enjoy it. Microsoft told you to contact Microsoft? Or what? Mojang told you to contact Microsoft? All right, give me just a second, guys. We'll be right back. I know what Maddie's going to say. Wonder Bro in his seconds. All right, we're back. Derek says, I've had this for 9 years. I've had many times when it felt normal for a few days or weeks, but it comes back. So that's the thing about white knuckling through it. Sometimes you get those days or weeks where it does feel better, right? But that's white knuckling it, so you're not going to make lasting changes. So that's the difference there. White knuckling, it means you just kind of put up with it in a very negative, self-defeated, second fear way. Like you said, mentally, you feel like you're falling short mentally. So that's white knuckling it. You just go through the day, you're trying to do the behaviors, which means you're just carrying on living, but at the same time, when the anxiety is there, you've got this negative second fear that's keeping the nerves stressed, because that second fear, all that negativity goes straight to the nerves, right? So that's the thing about doing it that way, is that you don't get a long-lasting recovery from that. You don't get changes made to the brain that way, right? But now that you're here on the channel and hopefully start to put in that new perspective work and that new mental work where you're not fighting with the thoughts and feelings with negativity, but instead telling yourself new things about them and letting it come and go, right? And you're not going to be stressing the nerves as much. Hopefully, as you put in that work, and I know that this will happen for you if you are willing to put in that work, you will start to make lasting changes, right? Appreciate those words. Yes, DC, thank you for the positivity, dude. Absolutely. Yes, sir. I'm glad we could get it working again, Kate. It's so weird that they automatically turn off the online when you update. What's up, Lynn? I hope I said that right. Hi there, first time on live chat. What is up? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Thoughts that keep returning but trying. Hopefully not fighting with those thoughts, right? Instead, just telling yourself new things about them. Letting it be. Letting them hang out. Letting those thoughts and feelings hang out. Anxiety wants you to fight with them, but hopefully you're not doing that anymore. You're practicing not doing that anymore. You're getting rid of those safety nets, getting rid of the fight, getting rid of the coping and the compulsions, right? It's a practice. It's a practice. Keep at it, Lynn. Keep at it. Ooh, again, I hope I'm saying your name right. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I think that's what this is, right? Type. I remember this song. What is this song? This is the song I used to have a little CD when I was a kid. And it was like singing vegetables. Was it Veggie Tales? I think it was Veggie Tales. Was that the name of it? Oh my god, so many memories. Memories unlocked. Memories unlocked. Yes, this is it. This is definitely it. It has to be. Come on, let me see. Oh, I've got to add this to the stream here, guys. This is like from one of those classic Christmas cartoon movies, like the really, really old ones. See, I need another one for the other side. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm enjoying this vibe. Repotting a plant, just chilling with you. I love it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. We're just hanging out. If I could ever remember any of my login information. I feel you, Kate. I feel you, Kate. Trust me, it will. I believe I was unique and would never get better, but I did. Setbacks happen. We all slip up. I know I did this time, but I've been learning more about myself this time. Keep going. I love it, DC. Thank you for the positivity, dude. Thank you for the encouragement. It really does help other people in the chat, so I'm always thankful to see that. Thank you again, DC. I appreciate it, dude. Oh, that gift's way too slow. Where's Sky? I don't know. That's a good question. Where is Sky? This is like around the time that works for him. How dare Sky not be here for one stream? Yeah, I wonder if he's feeling any better. I hope so. No problem. You're welcome. Thank you for all you do, sir. Appreciate it, DC. Thank you, dude. Hey, keep at it, man. It sounds like you're getting back on track. That's what matters. Doesn't matter how many times you slip up. Doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you get right back to it, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just part of the learning process, really. I slipped up plenty of times. Plenty of times I slipped up. even after I learned about acceptance. It took me a while to really put it into practice. Where's Mr. Ghost at today? Me and Maddie are trying to keep tabs on everybody. It's basically a perspective change, Lynn, right? And it takes time to develop a new perspective. It takes time to tell yourself something new about the situation. And it's very tempting and very easy to go down the old bad habit rabbit holes, right? To start up with the negativity, aka the second fear, to tell yourself all these horrible things about these thoughts and feelings, to fight with them, to argue with them. It's very easy to go down those rabbit holes and make those mistakes, but it is a practice, and that's why Dr. Claire Weeks loved the word practice, because it really is. I mean, it's a practice, it's a build. The new accepting inner voice is something you build. That new perspective that we call it, or you can call it an attitude, whatever you wish to call it. It's a practice, it's a build. It takes experience. It takes experience. You gotta score those experience points, so to speak. Anybody can do it, though. It's just a matter of, like I said, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Maybe we should put our Christmas lights down here. No. They were fine where they were. They stopped messing with things. Gotta go. Have a great day, everyone. Smile. Thank you for being here, Maddie. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Hey, feel free to ask your questions, guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. We're just hanging out, chilling, chatting. No problem, Maddie. Have a good one. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. How you doing today, Fractual? I love the little Santa gifts. Struggling, man. Hey, whatever it is you're struggling with, whether it be anxiety or an illness or whatever it may be that you're struggling with, life stuff, we're here for you, man. We got your back. These little streams that we do each day, it's kind of like a daily check-in, you know what I mean? Just come, chill out, hang out, regroup, man, regroup, and then get out there and kick some ass, dude. You're allowed to struggle, man. You're allowed to struggle. That's the thing. The thing about acceptance is you're allowed to struggle. You are allowed to struggle. You just need to be telling yourself the right things about it, right? Hey, what's up, Miller? How you doing, dude? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. I don't know if you're referring to anxiety or just sickness, but yeah, I wasn't feeling too hot not long ago myself. Seems like everyone I know is not feeling too hot. There's like, I don't know, the flu going around or something. A nasty cold. I don't know what it is, but it'll pass, man. It always passes, right? Embrace it. Embrace it. It gets better. Hey, much love to you too, dude. Much love. Like I said, guys, if you got any questions, you know, don't be shy. Feel free to ask those questions. We're just chilling out, hanging with the chat. It's a relaxing stream today. It's one of those kickback sort of relaxed streams. But nonetheless, if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask those questions. Or just say hello. Let me know how you've been. Check in. Not too good. Got the flu. See, there you go. I told you. I told you it was going around. Ongoing headache. Worrying about it, right? So you're trying to work on the worry that you're doing around the headache, right? So continue putting in that practice, dude. Continue putting in that practice. You don't have to be perfect at it. Perfection is not required for progress. Practice is required for progress, even if it doesn't seem like you're doing too hot at it, as long as you're continuing to try to practice that accepting inner voice. And rest, man. Rest in itself is a positive behavior. If anxiety wants you up pacing around, walking the floors, get some rest instead, right? Do the opposite of what anxiety wants you to do. Do the opposite of what anxiety wants you to do. Even if that anxiety is centered around a headache, it doesn't matter what the anxiety is centered around. Do the opposite of what anxiety wants you to do. Right. I'm enjoying this little chill stream today. I think it's the tunes, man. I like the tunes. How to ignore thought when it keeps popping up. It's not so much ignoring it as it is not responding, right? So there's a difference there. Some people look at the word ignore and they think we're asking them to do the impossible, which is just not even notice the thought. No, you're going to notice it, right? It's in your awareness. So give yourself permission. Take that stress off your shoulder and understand that, you know, you are going to notice it, and that's fine, but just you don't have to respond. If you're going to respond, just remind yourself with the accepting inner voice, hey, let that thought be there. Let it cause the feelings. My brain's learning. Just let it play out, right? Or whatever. That's just a few little examples of the accepting inner voice there, but you get my point. You don't have to fight with the thought or feeling directly. You can just tell yourself something new about it, something accepting about it, and let it hang out. Eventually it will pass as you continue to just live and not get entangled with it, and just tell yourself new things about it and about its presence, right? Get what I'm saying? It's easier said than done, I understand. But again, we come back to that big old word practice. Big old P word practice there. It'll get better, Lynn. Put in that work. Put in that work. Out and about a minute. Gotcha. All right. Gotcha. Ooh. Must resist the urge to nap. I've been on a good sleep schedule here recently. I can't screw it up. I can't risk screwing it up, guys. Can't risk screwing it up. Give me just a second. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to get a drink, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Also, while we were away there, we got 11 tip. Thank you so much. I see what you did there. I think that's what you meant to do. An 11 tip. Thank you so much for that. You went directly through the PayPal, so you weren't able to type in like a nickname or anything. So I don't want to say your real name on stream. If you sent that $11 tip, please take credit for it in the chat so that we can show you love. Thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. First tip of the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. Again, please, please claim that so that we can thank you for it properly. Did you ever go to the hospital or doctor for a panic attack? I did not, because I hated doctors and hospitals. It's probably why I didn't. But that's a common occurrence, right? That's a common occurrence. A lot of people do. I personally did not, but it does happen quite frequently. What's up, Tyler? What's the best strategy to stay motivated through recovery? Sometimes I feel like I go backwards and it's tough to pick myself up again. Sometimes I refer to it as sitting yourself down and having a stern talking to yourself. And what I mean by that is motivating yourself. So it's really up to you to motivate yourself. I mean, I know the streams help encourage people and whatnot, but during some of those rough moments, you're really going to have to sit yourself down. You're going to have to say, look, I know the facts. I know when these thoughts and feelings are there, it's a release. I need to stop adding the second fear, stop working my nerves up. It's really difficult for me to tell you what to tell yourself to motivate yourself. We give examples all the time, but you're really going to have to sit yourself down and do a little bit of soul searching, you could say. Find a way to motivate yourself. Find a way to encourage yourself. Start to change your attitude, right? Your perspective. Fractual, that one spooked me a little bit, dude. That one spooked me a little bit. Headset on 100. Fractual, thank you so much for the $5 tip, man. I appreciate you. Let's show some love in the chat. I don't even know how many people we still got in here, but if you are in here, drop some emojis, purple hearts, or whatever you can find, man. Drop some emojis, show some love and some gratitude to our tippers. Thank you for the $11 tip. And Fractual, thank you for the $5 tip, dude. I appreciate you. Puts us at 16, man. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Show all the love and support to our tippers, man. They help keep this show on the road. I'm getting tongue-tied. I need to take a drink of my water. Soccer bomb. All of a sudden, dude, just kind of out of nowhere. Everybody, thank you guys. Soccer Mom with the $30 tip. Please show some love in the chat to Soccer Mom. Thank you so much. That puts us at 46. And just like that, within a matter of about 15 seconds, we have almost hit our tip goal with like literally in the matter of like 20 seconds. Thank you guys so much. Soccer Mom, Fractual, the $11 tipper. I'm saying tipper because, again, I don't want to say your real name. Please take credit for that tip. Thank you so much, guys. We're at 46. Love you. Thank you for the purple hearts. Thank you for the support for the tippers. Show them some love, guys. We couldn't do it without them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I think someone mentioned Christmas shopping earlier. Yeah, I'm very far behind, so the tips will be going to that. If you've ever wondered what your tips are going towards, well, this month they'll be going towards Christmas gifts because I am fashionably late to the party. I think everybody is this year, to be honest. I think everybody, which makes me feel a little bit better about it. I don't think I'm the only one who is really, really late to the Christmas shopping. So, but thank you guys so much. That really does help me out a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the purple hearts, Kate, Ann, DC. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. We got Letty in here. What's up, Letty? I haven't seen you unless I missed any of your comments. I don't think I've seen you in here, but welcome. At least not today. I've seen you in here before, obviously. We still got Charles in here. I think I missed Charles earlier. What's up, Charles, if you're still here? But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. Just kind of out of nowhere there. I appreciate it. Ask your questions, guys, man. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. We're chilling. It's a chill stream. It's a chill stream today. I don't know why it feels so cold in my room. It's apparently 52 degrees, which is as warm as it's been in weeks. And I've got a heater going, and I'm still cold. I don't know what's going on with that. If I'm cold today, I'm going to hate to see myself tomorrow. It's supposed to be freezing. Love the background theme. Raven, what's up? Welcome. Thank you. It was a very quick spur-of-the-moment decoration. I just redecorated the stream very quickly. I need to sit down and do a little bit of a better job. But thank you. I appreciate that. How are you doing, Raven? Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Wonder Bro, haven't caught a live in a while, but I always listen to the saved ones on your channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the chilled, laid-back vibes of the stream, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Nice Xmas graphics. Wonder Bro Donkey, what's up, dude? My boy Donkey in the house, man. Every time I see your username and your little picture, I just have so many like flashbacks to scenes from Shrek just start playing in my head. Ogres are like an onion. Who doesn't love Shrek, right? Why after being... Oh, hold on a second. Okay, I thought we had an ad. We're good on the music. After being sensitized and feeling normal again, the symptoms still lingers. Well, you can have lingering symptoms that you need to sort of tie up those loose ends with, right? You can have minor fear pathways in your brain. You can have minor little triggers. You can have like these little leftover lingering symptoms, thoughts, and feelings, right? So you can make a lot of good progress and not even consider yourself full-blown sensitized anymore. It doesn't mean that there isn't still a little bit of work to be done, right? It's not so black and white like a lot of people think. It's not just, oh, either I'm severely sensitized or I'm 100% healed. No, there's like all sorts of in-betweens, right? But here's the good news. You don't have to get stressed or confused about that because the same advice applies, right? That's the good news about the advice here, is that it applies to no matter if we have someone who is severely sensitized or someone who's like kind of in this weird in-between. The advice applies, right? It's not so black and white. It's not so, a lot of people kind of have that false belief, and it's a false belief that you just need to get rid of. There is no such thing as just either I'm severely sensitized or I'm 100% healed. That just doesn't exist. There is a ton of in-between. There is a ton of in-between. You can be feeling pretty normal and not even consider yourself sensitized and still have mental work to do, right? And still have work to do. That's just healing. That's a part of recovery. A lot of people here are actually not severely sensitized. A lot of people here are past that, and they just have some more work to do. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you for the question. Appreciate it. Ogres are like onions. How you doing today, Donkey? Hope you're doing fantastic, dude. Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays. Positive vibes, dude, going to you and your family, everyone watching. Positive vibes, positive vibes. Love you guys. Like, for example, just to kind of elaborate once more on the topic here, you can have someone that deals with like sticky, intrusive thoughts that they've got to use the advice on and retrain their brain on. That's not, and they wouldn't even consider themselves full-blown sensitized. Like, there is in-betweens in healing. It's not just either I'm severely sensitized or I'm not. There is work that needs to be done even outside of like severe sensitization, right? Sensitization is quite literally just a term that describes tired nerves, and that can fluctuate. There can be different levels of tired nerves, but it doesn't matter, because whether you're dealing with really tired nerves, not so tired nerves, and you've got sticky intrusive thoughts, or whatever the case may be, the advice to retrain your brain applies to all of the above. There's no such thing as just severely sensitized or not, right? That's why you'll see so many people say, oh, I feel like I'm this % recovered. I don't get into the percentages with people because I don't think you should do that. But, it's just an example. That's why you see so many people say, oh, I'm this % recovered, or I'm this %, or this %, or this %, right? It's because they're not severely sensitized, but they don't feel 100%, so they're trying to put a percentage on it. And like I said, I don't do that with people, but it's just more proof that there's no such thing as just either being severely sensitized or 100% recovered. There is a lot of in-betweens. You just keep working on it. You keep working on it until you get to a place where you feel like you've got a rewired brain going on, right? You feel better. That's all it is. I wouldn't be so quick to put percentages on it. I hope that makes sense. Hope it helps you out there. Maybe we'll do a stream on that. Maybe we'll do a stream on that entire topic. Who knows? You never know. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, na, 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 na. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Ba, na, na. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. There we go. That's better. That sounds good. Yeah, definitely. Don't be so quick to put percentages on yourself. Just say, hey, I'm just doing the advice. I'm working on the advice, and I'm just going to do it until I feel like I've got a brain that's better off, right? And I feel better. Don't be so quick to judge where you're at, blah, blah, blah. Just, hey, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it until I feel like I've got a brain that's in better shape. That's all it is, right? That makes it a lot easier instead of like trying to put percentages on it and like break out the charts and all this and that. Now you're just going to stress yourself a lot. Finish repotting my plant. It's always so satisfying when it's done. That's awesome, Mint. I didn't know if you were still here or not. I'm glad you're still chilling with us. Hello, good morning, Mad Lad. What's up, dude? Good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing fantastic, man. Royal couple in my state leaving today. Interesting. I don't really keep up with all that, to be honest, but that's still pretty cool. Decided to make the genius decision to drink a Red Bull earlier. Terrible idea, lol. Don't know why people let me do that. It's alright, dude. It's practice. Just see those feelings in a different way and you're good, man. I know I make it sound so easy, right? I make it sound so easy, right? But no, seriously, it is good practice. It is good practice for you to not, like, add all of that negative second fear sort of thinking to your feelings and your thoughts. It really is good practice. Do I recommend chugging a Red Bull every day for practice? I don't know about that, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You're in the situation, you might as well take it as good practice, because how many people, just take a look around you, everybody's drinking Red Bulls, dude, right? So many people drink Red Bulls, and they're not, like, freaking out about it, so it just goes to show you, man, this is good practice. Time to retrain your brain. Time to retrain your brain, dude. Dude. Yes, what is the intent behind the message meant? Surprisingly, feel okay with my heart pumping as hard as it is. Very rare how well I feel in my anxious body. Love how much this works. Oh, okay, so you're already ahead of the game. You're already practicing. I love it, dude. Keep it up, man. That's awesome. Awesome work. Happy for you, mad lad. Proud of you, dude. Keep it going. Keep it up. Good work. Good job. I drink coffee every day, even when I fell into the cycle. Was pissed when I was told not to. I said, screw it with my caffeine addiction is worth more than anxiety. I love it, dude. I love it, DC. I'll never tell anybody what they should or shouldn't put in their body. Like, that's up to you. If you want to quit caffeine, continue, partake, whatever, dude. That's up to you. As long as you're using the advice, I don't care what you do. I mean, granted, you probably shouldn't be out drinking alcohol every night and snorting lines of Coke if you're trying to go through recovery. Then I might say something. But, you know, soccer mom! Then I might say something, but, you know, what you do is up to you. As long as you're following the advice, man, that's your decision to make. I support it. Soccer mom with the $4 tip takes us to tip goal. We're on to a 235-day streak. Thank you so much, soccer mom. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Can we show some love in the chat to all of our beautiful tippers today? Like I said, they keep the show on the road. What would we do without them, guys? What would we do without them? I don't know. We should show them all the love in the world. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go over that name one more time, or those names one more time, rather. Soccer Mom, Fractual, we had an $11 tip, and then we had, oh man, I know I'm missing somebody. Hold on, I know I'm missing somebody here, right? Or maybe not. Am I missing somebody? I don't think I am. We had the $11 tip, then we had the 5 from Fractual, the 30 from Soccer Mom, and then the 4 again from Soccer Mom. So I don't think I'm missing anybody. If I am, please correct me. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. DC, Letty, Kate, thank you guys for the purple hearts. Mad Lad, thank you. Wonder Bro, have you ever tried karate? Have I ever tried karate? I have not. I have not. 2 from Soccer Mom. Yeah, I don't think I was missing anybody. I think we're good. I think we're good. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, amazing people. Very grateful for you. Thank you. I hope you feel better, Fractual. Hope that headache leaves you alone after a while. It will. It will eventually. Just try to take it easy. I miss my MMA days. Used to be in MMA. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I can't say I've ever tried MMA or karate or any type of combat-related sports. I like watching stuff like UFC, if that counts. Does it count if I sit on my ass and watch it on TV? Because if that counts, then yes. I used to take karate in elementary school. It's more than I ever took, so Kate's more of a ninja than I am. Stay hydrated, beautiful people. I seen something on Facebook that was like, stay hydrated. You're basically a houseplant with more complicated emotions, and that was awesome. I loved it. Stay hydrated. I teach Wing Chun. I'm going to take your word for it on that. Because I don't know. You could be serious. I don't know. It's my favorite sport for sure. I enjoy watching all that stuff. I think it's awesome, but do I have any personal experience? No. I don't know any sweet karate moves or MMA takedowns or chokeholds. I mean, I could put somebody in a chokehold, but just like a basic chokehold. You know what I mean? Once you start getting the legs involved and shit, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Too many head injuries, though. Took me out, sadly. Gotcha. Had to hang it up. Happens to a lot of people. It's unfortunate, but it happens to a lot of people. A lot of people they don't even get started with their, journeys into things like MMA due to the head injuries. It happens. What can you do about it, right? Move on. I used to do karate in a kids class. Wasn't any good, but it was okay. You guys all have way more experience than me, apparently, with karate. Who would have thought we had such a dangerous chat here? You guys are killers. You guys are killers, man. The punching cushions hurt me more than I hurt them. Well, that's okay, Mint. You tried. You gave it your best shot, and that's all you can do. That's all that matters. All right. Don't you worry, Mint. You're a badass. Funny to think, though, I went from enjoying getting punched in the face to being scared to go outside. It's funny what anxiety can do to a person, right? You're going to get yourself back. You're all going to get yourself back. Your true personality, like just in your case, Mad Lad, enjoying getting punched in the face, your MMA lifestyle, your true personality is still there, right? You can't get punched in the face anymore due to your head injuries, but your true personality that is still very much a badass is still there, right? It's just underneath all the negative perspectives and negative things you've told yourself, and we're trying to change that attitude so that we can give the nerves some healing, give the nerves a break, and once that healing occurs, you'll get yourself back little by little, piece by piece. Don't you worry about it. I know some of you might not be able to even glimpse or grasp that right now, but your true self is still there, and it's coming. Don't you worry. It will be back. Put in the work. Well, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Honestly, I'm just enjoying it, man. I don't have much to do today that I know of. I don't have much on the old schedule, so I'm just enjoying hanging out, to be honest. You guys mind? Have I overstayed my welcome? You guys mind if I chill for a little bit longer? We will be right back, though. I need a potty break, so give me just a minute, guys. Give me just a second. All right, we're back. Okay, she's just picking on me a little bit. That just means she likes me. That reassures me that Kate likes me. It makes me happy. She's got to pick on me a little bit. She let all my sheeps out on our Minecraft server. For me, that plus not being able to think or remember things clearly. Short-term memory, troubles with your short-term memory is very common. It's nothing permanent. It's nothing permanent. I mean, me personally, I've always had memory issues, but when your fight or flight's turned on, short-term memory becomes a thing. It's a symptom. There we go. I'm trying to put this in so many ways. All I need to say is it's a symptom of fight or flight. There you go. And of course, intrusive thoughts for actual. Of course, that's a big one. That's a big one. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to drop a link. This is totally optional. Let's see. Give me just a second. Totally optional, but this is a wish list. I put this together for Mom for Christmas. If you'd like to check out Mom's wish list, you'll be given full credit. There you go. There's Mom's Christmas wish list if anyone would like to check that out. Why am I whispering? Hopefully she's not watching this somewhere. Tony, what's up, dude? We're still here, man. What's up, Tony? I'm back. How have you been, Tony? Are you working today, dude? Were you busy with work? Stilettos, what's up, Stilettos? Hey, you should put you together one, Kate, and post it on the Discord. You are the gift. The gift that keeps on giving. Busy with work. I'm actually getting promoted soon. Nice, dude. Can't go wrong with a promotion. Congrats on the promotion, dude. Proud of you, Tony. Proud of you, man. When you first joined this channel, you think you'd be back working full-time getting a promotion? Probably not. It just goes to show you how much progress you've made. You probably didn't think you would get as far as you've gotten, so you should definitely give yourself a pat on the back and give yourself some credit for that. 100%, man. I don't think this music playlist has any ads. We've not encountered the first ad. Hey, you never know, Kate. Somebody might. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Kate, you do a lot for the channel. What do you mean? See, Tony? Dude, that's the progress I'm talking about. That's the progress right there that you should be so proud of. And anybody else who's watching who's not quite there yet, understand that Tony, for example, and I'm just using Tony as an example, Tony at one point probably did not believe that he could get to where he is today. But if you take the advice and you really apply yourself to it, that accepting inner voice, those positive behaviors, no matter how you feel, no matter what comes through the door, you will get to a point that you probably thought was impossible to get to. You will. You absolutely will. You got to work at it. You got to work at it. Yeah, congrats, Tony. Congrats, dude. When I can't remember stuff, I start thinking the worst. Then I notice I forget more stuff. It's funny thinking about it, but that's the cycle. Yeah, more stress response, more stress chemicals going through your body, right? Affects your memory a little bit, and then you start to freak yourself out even more, and that is the cycle. At least you're aware of it, right? At least you're aware of it. All right, beautiful people. We are approaching that 2-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. 2-hour stream, but it's been a fun one, dude. I've enjoyed hanging out. I've enjoyed chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will try to go live probably tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. We might continue the morning streams. So far, the sleep is on track, so if it stays that way, we will continue the morning streams. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out of here 2 hours into this thing. But it's been a fun one. If you've enjoyed watching today's stream, give it a big thumbs up. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support, all the love. I will see you very, very soon. Until next time, as always, stay awesome.